Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We are live here at the ice rink for the Vail Arts Festival. Day number 1 opens at 10 o'clock, and some of the crew, some of the artists have already opened their tents for us. This is Erin Hillary, and she is we're calling you a silk artist.
Yeah, I paint on silk with dye.
You paint on silk with, and it sounds simple, right? It sounds like, oh, she paints on silk with dye, like my daughter could do that, but that's not the case. How did you get involved? Artistry, what started it all for you?
Well, I was doing murals and acrylic and oil work all over the country, and then I was actually in India floating down the Ganges River through Varanasi at dawn. And
did you have a moment?
I had an epiphany.
You had an epiphany.
I want to paint silk, and
Stop it.
It's true.
Was there silk around at the time? What brought that on?
No, it just was this idea. It was this gift. I realized I could fit 100 paintings in a bag and travel all over the world with them, and there's steam sets so people can wash them and wear them or put them on furniture or hang them, and just really different and useful.
So let's talk about the process. Like you said, you steam them so people can wash them, but how does it work? Let's just take, for example, this river scene right here. Tell us about where this came from and what do you have to do to get it to this point?
Well, it's a lot like watercolor on a sponge. I paint it with a brush and dye, and then you can see the little lines here is a resist, and it keeps the dye because it'll just expand and expand.
So you have borders. It puts little borders around it so it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, but I try to use them sparingly. It's fun to do this freehand, let it become what it's going to become thing.
And then once you've painted on it, what do you do at that point? You let it dry? That's how you steam? What do you do?
I made a steam chamber out of a rice cooker and a stovepipe, and I steam it for 3 hours.
In your back room of your house?
Yeah, pretty much.
I love this. And you said that you recently moved from Florida. Yeah. Where you did a lot of paintings of beaches, but you knew there was more, the mountains had so much more to offer. Is that right?
Yeah, well, I was born in Colorado, and I have a mountain scene in there that, painting mountains, it's like my native land and my heart, and it's so easy because they're part of me, so I've been...
And that's kind of where it came from, right?
Yeah.
So where do you live now?
I live in Paonia, Colorado.
And where's Paonia? What's it near?
It's near Aspen.
Okay, so you're not far. You're not far from where we are here, then. So you have wonderful mountains over that way too, to the south. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I grew up there. I was a little 4-year-old there, and decided to move back.
So, will you take a photograph and paint from a photo, or will you paint something live, on the spot? How does that work?
Yeah, I do that. I even do that for people. People give me photographs, and I can make a painting for them. I've done people's houses they grew up in, or pets, or grandma, or...
You paint pets?
Yeah, I can. My stuff's surreal, so the pets are going to be interesting, but...
I have a tarantula. Could you do something with a tarantula?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Right?
You have a tarantula?
I have a tarantula. We'll talk about that in a minute. Her name is Clarice, by the way.
Perfect.
So, is this your first time at the Vail Arts Festival?
Yes. I'm thrilled to be here. It's a great way to move. You just schedule art shows where you want to move to, and then...
And like you said, you could, because they're scarves, you can pack them up in a small space. You don't need a big vehicle, which is kind of convenient, really.
Yeah, I was driving around the country with a car full of paintings, canvases. Right. It's a lot easier.
So much easier.
Yeah.
All right, so you're here. If people want to find out more about you, if they're not available to stop by, do you have a website, or what's the best way to go about getting in touch with you?
Yeah, it's my name, www.erinhillary.com. It's ERINHILLEARY.com. And there's also some athleisure yoga gear that I designed on there with prints. So
you're all over it. Nice work. You get to stop by right here in Lion's Head, right in the middle of the ice rink at the Arabelle. Say hello to the lady with 2 first names, Erin Hillary. Actually, a 3rd name in the middle. What is it?
Yeah, there's a Kathleen.
Erin Kathleen Hillary, right here. You can check out her beautiful silk scarves, hand-painted. We've got more of the show coming up. We got to look at Ken, see what he's up to with the weather report, and a little more epic morning and more live right here from Lion's Head for the Vail Arts Festival.